Hey, how is it going out there? Everybody, give us a moment here, getting things together. You're at Patriots Inside the Wire, wherever you're watching or listening from right now. Take a minute. We'll be right with you with some big news in regards to our music and our radio awards. Red carpet, Pat Green, you name it, we've got it coming. Stick by us. Pay attention, grab your friends. We'll wait a few minutes here so you can grab those and take a listen to what we're going to be telling you. It is Warrior Wednesday with Patriots Inside the Wire. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right with you.
Giving a voice to the voiceless. We share the stories behind our freedoms and the ultimate sacrifice of those who protect us all. This is Patriots Inside the Wire.
Patriot is someone who was willing to give his life for his country and served honorably in Iraq.
Signed our names with no regrets. Only wanted to be the best that we could be. And we wanted this and nothing more than to be true down to the core. We thought we'd live forever, but when the full moon is bright and the wind blows just right, I can hear your voice on the wind.
I should have left it. I came back on a perfect day, really. But you know what? It's really more like
21 guns into the night till we meet again on the other side. 21 guns. This is goodbye till we meet again on the other side. Yeah, 21 guns.
Beautiful thing to see the family and friends come together and honor his life and his service to our country.
It's great to see you guys out here. This is awesome, really.
Welcome to the Patriots Inside the Wire broadcast, hosted by Gold Star mom, Tracy Two-Step.
How are we doing out there? We are going to remove this layover for you that was for Wednesday Warrior. It is Patriots Inside the Wire. How are we doing out there? It's a little bright in here in my studio. We do have a lot to give to you. We have a lot of information, and it is related to veterans, the Global War on Terrorism Wall, and it is also related to the Radio and Music Awards that will be happening this weekend. This weekend, sorry for the glare there if you're seeing that light. I prefer it a little darker, but hey, it's Patriots Inside the Wire. I am still waiting on my people to show up. So I hope you're tuning in with me because this is some big news. This was a lot of work. So this weekend, the big music awards that are happening will be in Arlington, Texas. This will happen at Texas Live, and this is an unbelievable event. This will have a red carpet. It has a multiple day. I mean, it is called Fresh Faces for your first big event and night. And these are artists that are taking off that have been on the track to just get there on the charts and hear their music. And you know how we are in Texas or Tennessee. I'm from both. You know how we are about our music. Listen, y'all, this weekend, You're never going to believe who's going to be there, who's playing, and what is happening. And I am trying to wait for this guest host, co-host slash team to get in here. But it is 8:27, so I'm going to look at a couple of comments before I give it all away to you. There we are with Brent and Jeremy showing up present. Do not leave this Gold Star Mother hanging. Thank you, Jeremy. Brent, love seeing you. Thank you for not leaving me hanging. Love it. Love it. Everyone out there, share this, like it, subscribe it. There is no reason as a Gold Star Mother with all this work that I should be sitting in here alone after doing all this work. So yes, I will throw you out there if you are going to come and not do what you're supposed to do. I'm being nice about it, but I'm saying this is a lot of work, and there are so many people that we have to thank and that we need to give thanks for. So when it comes to our veterans, those that serve or have served, number one, well, to me, it's my faith. And then, I have to thank those that serve or have served. Our fallen, one of those is my son, serving infantry. Bold, courageous son of mine. You can see a lot of the information back here for him. And so, well before my military days or running a military organization, that is what I did. I was in the music industry. So I did the Awesome Film Society is here. And in Texas, we have a lot going on with our Texas musicians. We have a lot of organizations. I mean, just for insurance, have you ever thought of this? Our musicians that play to get medical care, to get anything that they have, there are organizations that are here in Texas, and I know they're in Tennessee too. Now, these are the two areas that I focus in and have been in. I have been employed into these areas. I am not someone playing podcaster right now. What I'm doing is telling you that this is true. This is what I was paid to do, and this is what I know, and this is what I love. So I have a couple of areas here that I've probably never mentioned to you, but that was with KLBJ, also with the Austin Chronicle, Venue Magazine, and mainly the Metropolitan. The Metropolitan, as I would write reviews, music, passion. I moved here singing with a certain group. When you'll get that one later. Not right now. We're not going to spill everything. What we do need is to let you know what's happening. So after coming back in, and we have, Brent, you're so sweet. Share this, get this out there. We really do want everyone to hear this. Our veterans, I relate as a Gold Star Mother. We are our veteran that is no longer here. We are alone. We don't have a home. We don't have a lot of programs. We don't have a lot of people forming to say, you want to go on this. Would you like to do this? Would you like to go here? No, it just doesn't happen. I hate to tell you that I tell the truth. I'm not PC. I give it up to my faith, thank goodness. But I'm going to tell it. I keep it real. There is not. So I like to tell everyone, whatever you're doing, please be kind. Be kind. One little thing that you do, one little thing that you say can literally knock someone over. And you don't want to do that. I've experienced it quite a bit, actually, and not just for myself, but by helping others. And it's unbelievable. There's no reason for it. So music is medicinal to me. And by jumping back into the music industry, which is what I did, I jumped right back in, and I was with KLBJ. And I won't give away my nickname right now, but I am so, so grateful and thankful that I met and ran back into. Oh, thank you, Brent. You always show up. You're always there. Right? All the thousands. You can still call me. I'll help you, but you got to show up. You got to show up if you're supposed to be on the show. So it's all good. We have so much information to share with you that what we'd like to do is, I do have someone in the green room. I just need a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you're planning to come on, thumbs up. All right. Just for a little bit, we got a thumbs up. You can help us here. How are you doing?
Hey, Tracy, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. And we have to say this really quick. The reason, this is Jason, everybody. Nice to meet Jason. Jason is in production design and a lot of different media areas. And Jason can tell you on multiple phone calls, I'm not BSing you. when I tell you I got a phone number I'm going to call and I'm about to call somebody and we're doing something.
Yeah, usually a little bit more heads up would be great.
Hey, if they call and they're like, you want this, you want that, you got to say yes. You cannot say, hold on a minute. But so I'm grateful, so grateful, because when you're a creative individual, like that whole side of me is like up here. The whole side of the Excel and all of this, not so great. But hey, David, I'm so glad to see you. Join us, join us. You need to get in here. We got to get you in here, David. Jason, I'm glad you showed up because you were in on everything that has been happening leading up to this weekend. It is this weekend. So this weekend, I'll be heading out with multiple others. I don't know where our other host is. I have emailed, I have sent it in the, Jason, if you want to send a message and send the link, you can do that while we sit here and talk about it. But you can send him a message so he can pop in at the end and say hello to everyone. I didn't want to give away something without him knowing what I'm going to be doing. So this weekend in Arlington, Texas, this is where the Cowboys play, people. This is Texas Live. It is huge. There is a very, very large venue that is happening, and it is the Music and Radio Awards. The Music and Radio Awards. Let me say it again, and it's not just Texans. There are individuals from all over. You're going to stand there and you might have Randy Rogers to your left. You might have ZZ Top to your right. And you might have John Swat wherever the heck he is right now at your back. I don't know. But you're definitely going to be at the right spot with the right people who have a heart of gold. This veteran and I that ran into each other because of my past in the music industry, he had a dream of something that he would like to do with the Global War on Terrorism wall as a permanent structure. And I asked a favor, and I said, do you remember who you're talking to? So he got reminded that, we had worked together. So long story short, I have asked, and I didn't do it just for me. I did it for all of you out there listening. I did it for our veterans. I did it for our patriots. I did it for the Gold Star families. I did it for the first responders, our officers, our border, the K-9. I mean, that's this one right here. And I'm a mom, and in my faith, that wraps me up right there.
Man, I gotta say though, I'm super excited what we got going on, and some of the conversations I was part of. It is like Tracy said, there's a lot of people that just have a lot of good hearts, and when we start telling what we want to do, everybody seems to want to jump on board, and so it's a very exciting time to be doing what we're doing and come across people that we're coming across that really all they want to do is open their hearts up too, and that's something that touches their hearts, and they just want to reach out and extend their arms and lock arms with us, seeing what we're doing, and it's awesome. It's amazing the fact that there is so much backing on what we're doing that it's not really that much work to be able to say, hey, this is what we're doing. They say, I'm in. Before we even finish, they say, I'm in. So there's a lot of good things in the works, a lot of good things happening. So I'm super excited to see where we go from here. And I know this weekend they have the awards. John Swat's going to be there. Fielder's going to be there. It's going to be a good time, and hopefully some good stuff comes out of that as well. There are some people up there that are looking at doing some things with us, and we're super excited. We got a lot of work to do, but at the same time, we're going to get it done. We're also looking for volunteers. If y'all want to be part of it, just drop us a line. If we can, usually we will. We don't have everything set up yet, but we're getting going. So we will definitely need a little bit of everything if we could. But it is going to be a good time this year. We're going to do some amazing things and touch some amazing hearts, and hopefully get to a place where everybody feels like that they're all one, that they're all part of the same community. And that's really what we really want, is just make sure everybody's included, make sure everybody's part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that's just being a patriot, just be part of America. So really exciting stuff going on.
I love it, Jason. I want to say why I have red polka dots up. Typically, a lot of us out there, if you've been in the military or around military, Rosie the Riveter the red and white polka dots. What's up? What's up? Hey, Jason. We got another Jason there. What's up? Hello. Rosie the Riveter. Listen, it is her birthday, literally. And it is the month where we are taking care of our Rosie the Riveters in DC. I'm not going to get into much of that right now. We'll see Patriots Inside the Wire, along with Resilient Patriot Station, which is other stations here. Yes, I am the Veteran Podcast. Miss Rosie is Mrs. May Cryer, Breaking Barriers. That is why I have that back there. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. May Cryer, our Rosie the Riveter with our station. She has been interviewed all day. Good Morning America, you name it. It's just been ongoing. So happy birthday. And I will change that background now, but I did want to say, like, why does Tracy have red and white polka dots there? It is to honor Rosie the Riveters, specifically May Cryer. Happy birthday to you. That is for you and to honor you. And so we will now put up Patriots Inside the Wire for you. And we will get back to telling you a little more about the show. I see we have our host here too. We have a guest host and another guest host. Give me a thumbs up if you are good to go in the green room. He's giving us a thumbs up, everybody. Here we go. Woohoo!
Hey,
I'm doing a golf clap.
there's that beautiful face.
What is going on? How
How
are
are y'all
you?
doing tonight?
Doing great. Doing great. Great to see
How are you doing, Swat?
Well, now that I finally was able to get all linked up, we're good to go. So I'm good now. Technology is not my finest suit.
Oh, you know what? You do great. It's okay. It happens to me, and we have a lot of things going on this week, so it's like you can't get in and get on certain stations and channels that I'm going through. Other
Well,
people are on there, so yeah.
Jason was my saving grace tonight, so thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. I was just curious. I was like, man, that's not like him. You know, I'm sure he's because I struggle with it too. So and I'm supposed to be the tech guy, so I don't know.
Well, if you're struggling
We're
with
both
it,
good.
I'm on the struggle bus every day.
Oh, yeah.
So
We are all good. I was just letting them know before you all came in that we have something we've been sitting on for a really long time right now. And this is Mr. John Swat. John Swat is a veteran from the Army, same station, Fort Stewart in Georgia, where Two Step, my son, was at, who's now watching over us from above. You can see him all around me here. I, with SWAT, have been working on something, and Jason and multiple others. I mean, there's a lot of people to thank here. We can't get into everybody, but we do want to thank everyone that has been there and a part of what is happening right now. What we are doing, SWAT, Mr. SWAT, our veteran, has been to I don't know how many radio stations recently, so I can't wait to hear that. But SWAT, I had told them already, and I don't know how many had logged in yet. And if you're still there, Jason, you're going to need to text or call me. This weekend, the Texas Music and Radio Awards. It is Music and Radio Awards. It is happening. It is this weekend. We have been sitting on this for a while. It is a competition that started. From that competition, it's fresh faces, meaning, you're just getting out there. So there's different levels to this. And so it's going to happen over a 3-day course. And I'm excited. I mean, it is fresh, new artists. It is, like I said earlier, I told them, and I wonder, like, I'm not giving my age, y'all. I just really love music. Like, you might be by Randy Rogers on your left, and you could be by SWAT, or I'm going to give it away. Do you know who the main performer is there? Can you tell?
I think the word on the street is we might be honoring a certain Mr. Pat Green this year. Is the word on the
Yes,
street?
sir.
And of course, that's just one of many, many names that are going to be there. Of course, last year, of course, they had Billy Gibbons, which he got the Lifetime Achievement Award. This year, it's going to be Pat Green. There's going to be a lot of just phenomenal artists there. Most of them are going to be Texas artists, of course, but all the radio stations are going to be there. I know the year before that, Kevin Fowler was there. So there's always good surprises no matter what, and it's always a good time.
It is going to be. I had a wonderful call. They are running around to set this up for us. I say us, and it really is. Like, SWAT's going to be there. SWAT's going to be on the red carpet, y'all. Like, you got to tune in for this. I mean, I'm going to get that for y'all, and we're going to put it out. Listen to this, y'all. It keeps coming out. That's that Tennessee versus Texas. I'm going to write a song about it. That's how it is with me. You get Texas and Tennessee all in one. I am going to give you, and so will someone else, aside from the radio stations, we are going to do some broadcasting. So be watching for what we have that we will be putting out over the next couple of weeks. We'll do a little bit live. We will be able to do a few things on Sunday over the weekend. So watch for some clips there. And then after that, when you see us at our regularly scheduled time, which is always on a Wednesday, 8:15 is what we've been getting pushed to, but maybe after these awards, I have a feeling we might get our time that we want. So I am very, very happy. It is Mr. Pat Green. Mr. Pat Green is being awarded. And, you know, I always wonder, I'm like, who do you think knows Pat Green? Do you think everyone that's kind of around us, or is it like truly country? Because to me, Pat Green is like all genres. What do you think?
Well, I think everybody in that room is going to know who Pat Green is. I think most of the audience out there probably knows who Pat Green is. If you don't, all you got to do is just Google his name, and once you hear his songs, you'll say, "Oh, okay." So I know several of my friends. Sometimes they might not know the name of the artist, but they definitely know the songs. And Pat Green is just a legend, of course, made on his own. So yeah, I mean, definitely if you are out there and you don't recognize the name, just go Google it, and I guarantee when you pull up the songs, it'll ring a bell.
Yeah, I think he has like 15 Billboard chart songs, something like that. Like he's been around for a little bit.
That.
He's been around for
a long time.
For a minute, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't. That's why I initially said don't age me for this. It means I really love music, right?
Yeah, that's oldies to her, I guess, right?
No, I don't think so. We're getting a little spicy there, aren't we? No Tabasco tonight. We are just excited. It wouldn't even be Tabasco, by the way, for you, it'd be Cholula, but anyway. We are just excited. You know, SWAT, I want to know how you're doing because you've been to multiple stations just back to back to back. Tell me about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a blast. I'll tell you, the cool thing about it is, you don't get a chance to meet up with your friends all the time. So when you get a chance to get out on the road and get to see some old friends, of course, a lot of them are going to be there this coming weekend. So it's going to be great to catch up with them. But I'll tell you what, it's worth the drive. It's worth the visits. It was a little interesting. There was once or twice where I got lost because someone gave me the wrong address, but we got it all worked out. We had all those all that weather that came through, all those storms. I've got a funny story to tell you guys about that later, but it's pretty funny. It was great though. I enjoyed it. Got to kind of go all over Texas and just like I said, catch up with old friends. And it's going to be so good to see everybody this coming weekend. We're going to have a great time.
We are going to have a rocking great time. I'm not kidding. So, as I said, it's multiple days. So, I'll be heading up there here shortly to try to get set up. But, I was able to talk to, right? I was able to talk to, I'm not going to say his name. I was able to talk to someone that I used to work with. And we were just laughing because, I'm still like dropping hints because he's laughing every time he picks up the phone. And he's like, and someone else was on that phone call and they know that this is true. It's like, he's just like, it's almost mysterious, laughing and just being like, I cannot believe she's like there. Like, she's calling me, she's back. Like, what the heck is she doing? Like, she left. Where'd she go? And like, what is she going to say? Like, is she going to tell old stories? We don't want to tell the old stories.
We're making new ones, Tracy. We're
I
gonna
was,
make
We're
new
making,
ones.
there you
we
go.
are making new. Hey, we have some good stories, great stories. But you know, music. When we would go and do our reviews live right there. The band's going to go on stage. You go backstage, and I mean, think about. I don't know if you know Suicidal Tendencies, but I'm more into the country lane or the rock. But I do love all music if it's good music. I mean, I can tell you stories, right? So like we're all kind of talking to each other and it's like kind of slowly like, yeah, I can't wait to see you. Yeah, I can't wait to see you. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. We have not been in touch for a while. So the great thing is the passion. So it, we never knew this. I mean, I never knew my son was going to decide 9/11. He was a kid and to join the military. This individual ended up joining the military and has had a fabulous music career out of promoting and building bands. You got Rush, you got ZZ Top. I'll only name a couple. And I say this because he devoted his life to also helping Texas musicians. So, Texas musicians, as I mentioned earlier, Patrice Pike is one. I know Patrice Pike. If anyone doesn't know who she is, there was a show out. Dave Navarro was there, and kind of going back again. This is before all of this digital stuff. There's a foundation here in Texas because of medical insurance and the things that you do not get when you're an artist and you're trying to climb out there and you're climbing the charts and you're trying to get gigs. You don't get medical insurance, you don't get dental, you don't get taken care of with any kind of benefits. It is up to the fans. So there has been an organization and a group of people for a long time together. And as they are built up on another page, that is close to my heart as well. So this is how I met all of them was, and also working with the Film Society, the Music Commission offices. They're right out of our governor's office. Ironically, I don't know if anyone knows this, but in order to do the films and everything that's done here, that's where I worked. So what would happen is I would always know who's coming, who needed to go where, and have to figure that all out. But I got to say this to everyone listening. After losing my son and everything that was going on in the military, before I lost him, I saw a lot of people who needed a lot of help. And I decided what was important was to get out there and help. It was not a title. I did not need to know anyone. And I didn't before, but I loved what I did. But I learned really quick that, man, I don't need a title. I do need to pay my bills, but I don't have to have, a stack of bills, right? I'm not getting paid to do this, by the way. We're looking for sponsors, so don't take me wrong there. I do want a sponsor for Patriots Inside the Wire. We do need that, so we have to have it, right? I'll wrap it up by saying I decided to leave, and it was a struggle. And once I did it, I felt free. I was like, oh, like just like off of my back the pressures of every day out there just grinding and I mean it was like two cell phones, you name it, working with Dennis Quaid here, or Dennis Quaid has a band, y'all, so I know what I'm talking about here. I'd be at Antone's, or I'd be like setting up their house with the art director. I made a decision to start military organizations, and let me tell you, when you go from that to working with colonels and further up, and you're supporting units that are deployed, and then you get a child that deploys, your whole life changes. It's not anything that I know how to put into words for you. It is different to have a child that you're always, as a mother, you're the mother no matter what. So to me, I don't care if there's a colonel. I don't care if there's a general. I don't care about the commander in chief currently. But what I'm trying to say is, as a mother, your child is everything. So, yes, to everyone out there, did I ever make a call or do something? Of course I did. But what I decided to do is make it better. So, when I saw things that needed to be done, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it. We're going to do this. And when he was killed, I had to take a different turn. And I feel like what's happening is my faith and my path is showing me that, there are different roads that I have to go down. And one of those roads that I have turned down is to turn back to music. And music, I always say it, we're going to have to get I'm trademarking, don't take it. Music is medicinal. I have said that for years. I have always enjoyed music. We just saw Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel live. I mean, imagine that, right? I took my son, it was his birthday. Amazing. It was at Texas Live, and I'm looking. Y'all, listen to this because we have Patriot Fest that we're going to be doing. And I'm the one who's like, oh, this is easy. Everything's easy. You just call this person, you call that, you call. I get there and I see Texas Live. I'm like, wow, this place, huge. Like, okay. All right. It's okay, man. I got it. We just got to have the right type of people. So, like Jason mentioned, we are going to be forming committees. Those committees have to be there to be able to pull this off for all of us. So, please get in touch with us. You can do that. Just go to our website, patriotsinsidethewire.com. Patriots-inside-the-wire.com. We have our Patriot Fest 2024 that will be happening. We will have, and I shout out to, I'll call him Mr. Big. That's what I called him before, and we're going to joke about that this weekend. The motorcycle group to ride in. There's just a lot to happen that is going to happen, and we're excited.
So let me piggyback off you a little bit, Tracy, just to kind of make sure everybody make sure they got information they need to contact us. If they want to be a part of it in any shape, form, anything that pulls at your heart, we're involved in a lot of different avenues between veterans and motorcycle clubs and car clubs and first responders, police, all kinds of stuff, foundations. We're trying to help a lot of people. There's a lot of different things that's moving. Patriot Fest is going to be we're trying to make that a yearly thing, our annual big event. We're going to have some couple of small ones here and there as well. That's our plan to help everything come along. But info at Patriots Inside the Wire, that's our email address. That it goes to our group, to our team, and that way, if hey, I have this, I have that, or I know these people, we're looking for anything and everything. Like, not like we can't do it. It's going to happen, right? We're going to get it done. But if you want to be part of it, feel free to email us at info@Patriots Inside the Wire, and we'll put you in touch with some of the other team members that's going to be heading stuff up and see where we can fit you in at. It's going to be a cool event, and it's not something you want to miss to be part of if that's something that's your passion. So feel free to reach out.
Do that. There is a space on the website where you can send us a message. Put in there as much information in regards to, are you looking to be a vendor? Are you looking to be part of that committee? So give us your details there, and a couple of people will take that. We have probably 5 of us already that are already working on some things. So we want to pull that off. I did ask the question, and I have someone on this screen right now that can vouch for it. I literally said, all right, now I'm coming and I'm doing my part, just like I said I was going to. Am I going to be able to pull from your list any headliner I want? What was that answer I got? Hello?
Yes.
I'm assuming I don't know who you're asking, but I guarantee that's a double thumbs up. So
Yes. So I did have others. I mean, I'm including everyone, right? This is not about me. This is not just about one person. This is about, every one of us getting together. I like to see our veterans. I like to see our patriots. I like to see the fallen, our Gold Star families that were serving active duty who aren't here, our border agents and the angel families. And we have our canine and our officers, and come on. I mean, our first responders, canine. I mean, all of that in my heart. There are so many of us that we need to just work together. And I can't wait to build that home base and then just knock it out of the park. And not a pun there, because I was told, watch out this weekend. There is a game for it's the Rangers, right? There's a there's a game up there at Texas Live. So for anyone that knows about this, that's actually attending SWAT, you're one. I was already warned about it, and I was like, "Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to be driving around anywhere. I will be staying right there." So, um, and we are also going to hear Mr. John Swat because I always say this. Everybody listen to me. I say it to my son right now. You're the CEO of yourself, right? So you're not going to get any answers if you don't ask that question. So I decided to ask, hey, by the way, who's playing the after party this year? Well, there's a lot going on and we've had so much to do. And I was like, you know what? Let me take care of that. What if I grab somebody and get them up? And he goes, Tracy, you get somebody, go get them up. And I said, you got it. It's done. So Mr. SWAT, John SWAT, right here. We're having him get up from his table because he's on the list for the music charts for Sure Feels Good. So you'll leave your little cushy table. And I'm like, John, get over there and like get your guitar and get up there, like quick. So I was like, you got it, Mr. Big. I will get him up. He'll do it too. I
That's
knew
awesome.
like I had already said yes, of course, for you, but
You worked your magic, and now all I got to do is get up there and work mine. Hopefully things, but you know what? It's going to be great. I'm excited about it, and ever since you mentioned that, I've literally picked up my guitar and been like, okay, what song am I going to play? What song am I going to play? Because it's going to be a party
yes.
afterwards, and it's going to be everybody's going to be having a good
Oh, boat
time.
rocking,
So
huh? You gonna do the boat
I
rocking?
was going to say I got to keep the party going. You got to keep everybody hyped.
Your voice is not hoarse from all the interviews you were doing this past week.
It's really not. I'll tell you what, we kind of kept it short and sweet with everybody, but when you're excited and when you're built up, you know what? I figure, hey, if I lose my voice after this weekend, it's okay. I'll have a few weeks to recover.
Awesome.
But it's great. And you know what? None of that would have happened without Tracy. She's Jason, you know this, but she's a big proponent of, supporting veterans, but also supporting veteran musicians. And, me being one of them, I know there's plenty out there that she's friends with. And, but that's the one thing that we all have kind of connected, especially Mr. Big himself. He's a veteran. And we all have that connection. We've all, done what we can to serve our country. So it's going to be so cool to get up there and perform for all my friends. And, you know, I know everybody's going to be maybe tying one or two on, so it's going to make me sound a little better. But it's so cool. Thank you so
Oh,
much, Tracy. I
you don't
owe
need
all
it.
of that to you.
I would
I owe
not
all of
thank
that to you.
me. No, I would not thank me. You know what it is? I asked the question. That's all I did. I just made sure that I was like, you just kind of, there's a way to do it. You just, be kind to others and like ask. And to be honest, they really needed help. So it was like, yeah, if you want to help, like, please help. It is a lot to put on. I don't think people realize what it takes. I've done this,
Mhm.
I have seen what it takes to put on concerts of every magnitude, right? So whether it's just a local place that is trying to get people in the door and support their local business, and so we advocate to work together. Let's help each other, and the bigger it gets, the bigger you need people to help, right? So
Right.
it was just a beautiful thing that I mean, I use the word married. Someone said that to me, and it's like I've been repeating what they said. It's like, oh, it's like a beautiful marriage that just kind of came together for you. And I'm like, military married music. I don't know about that one, but I will say that it is a passion of mine and always has been. And Jason, go for it. What are you saying? So I don't ramble.
No, I was gonna bring something up. I listen to a lot of different things. When I'm sitting in front of my desk, is music, business, all kinds of stuff. That YouTube, they got this algorithm. You click on something and you start going down the rabbit trail. And one of the things I was listening to recently was talking about how your path, how it's everybody struggles, and then once you see it, once you realize it, the path is a little easier when you actually follow your passion or follow the path you're supposed to take. It ends up being easier. And there's something there's something to that, to where I still have the same amount of struggles, I still have the same amount of crap in my life, still same, sun up, rain, doesn't matter, still have the same issues I had. It's just you look at it a little differently, because it's something you're passionate about. So I think really that's what it is. You were kind of mentioning that earlier, Tracy, and when things come together, the way I feel is when things start coming together and you start telling people what you're doing and they want to come aboard, that just means you're going the right direction. That just means that your cause and your purpose is something worthy, that is not really a fight for people to come on board. That just proves the concept, in my opinion. So I'm so thankful myself for, just the people I reach out to and the things that happen. It's happened quicker than I expected. It's a good thing, so it is amazing how much support and everything everybody's giving so quickly, so freely, so willingly, and the resources that everybody's pulling together for just this common cause of what we're trying to do, and some other people trying to do, and so it's amazing. And so it just perpetuates the feeling of like helping each other, right? Locking arms, helping the next man up, kind of thing. You reach down, you pull them up, or you get down with them and y'all come up together, kind of thing, right? So it is amazing how that transcends everything else in this world, when you find a common cause, a purpose. And that's one thing I was listening to, like your cause, your purpose, the why behind it. It's not about the end goal, really. You can fall in love with the process. And that's I think it's what I've been doing, is just fall in love with the process and meeting these cool people, seeing how many people are just like I said, so willingly to give. And so they're urgent almost to say, hey, what can I do? I want to be part of it. And it was absolutely incredible. So I'm just thankful to be part of all this, and to see this kind of like restored my faith in humanity, in the common courtesy of people helping people, which I think we kind of got away from a little bit in this world, between social media and the phones and technology itself. We kind of get away from the personal aspect of things. And I'm being back in this kind of shows me that there's a lot still there, and that we can build on. And just the fact that we need to find some stuff to the causes that we have, that we're reaching out to, it's just going to perpetuate forward and start being bigger and bigger every year. And I'm super excited about all that.
It is. That is wonderful, Jason. Thank you. I don't deserve all the credit at all. It was a lot of work that I actually got paid for a long time ago, but it's the meeting of an individual who is kind, no matter if we had, man, there are some people who shouldn't be a boss of anyone. No matter what kind of day was going on, or that person that was in charge, if they were having a day. There's just certain people that were always kind, and then looked out for each other, and just always connected and laughed, and like no matter what was going on. And so that's why I'm laughing, is because it's very funny with Mr. Big right now. Um, I'll share with him in person, and then he's just probably going to look like a deer in the headlights as soon as he sees, and I remind him. Or he's messing with me, and he actually knows and remembers. He remembers me definitely, but a situation I'm talking about what happened, and what we used to do. I mean, we were able to do a lot of different things back in the day, where it was with the radio station. So it's KLBJ. So, whether we were able to pick up a phone and call a certain place, and, I don't even think kids these days even know what prank calls are, right? So it's like, you pick up the phone. I can't tell the story on air. I really can't.
Well, caller ID really ruined the fun and some of the things we used to be able
Yeah.
to do and get away with.
Yeah. I am
in caller ID.
exactly. And look, I don't deny it. I'm naive. I like that part about me. Let me say that way. But I think back on it right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness. All right. Well, so I will remind him of that one piece, and I promise you he's gonna turn red and be like, oh my goodness. And it's because it's something for me, as I had just moved to Texas from Tennessee, I was like, now I was used to being around people that I don't get starstruck. I don't get it's kind of like their family. So to me, it was like nothing. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to say that. But Pat Green is going to be honored. It is the Texas Radio and Music Awards. It is not just Texans. We've got people from Montana. We've got people from all over. I won't tell you who he's picking up from the airport when I was asking for a ride this Saturday, but there are multiple people, not ZZ Top this year because they were honored last year, but I do know that for sure. But there will be a lot of people there, and it's going to be people in the radio, people that are broadcasting, which is what I consider as is that's what we're doing. You have Yes, I Am the Veteran. That is a podcast. They'll be attending as well. But we've been also focused on Mrs. Rosie the Riveter, May Cryer. So, and with her birthday, I thought, we had to have the polka dots and we had to cover what's coming up with this concert and to tune in because I was given a thumbs up to, hey, if you want to, go for it. Like, you want to talk to someone, go for it. And I'm like, well, you don't have to tell me twice.
Well, I got to run, guys. I'm a little bit behind on another meeting I got to get to, but just real quick, I just wanted to say thank you guys. I love you guys. And SWAT, what I hope that you proved to everybody why they should have voted you into the finals.
Man, I will do my best to do you proud, my friend. And like I said, thank you so much, Jason, for everything you do on a daily basis, not just for us, but for a lot of people out there, especially a lot of the veterans and active duty.
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't see all the work this man right here he puts behind the scenes, but thank you so much, man. It really means a lot, and I'm just so happy that you're part of the team. And I'm going to do my best to make you proud this weekend, my friend.
All right, guys. Y'all take care.
You are. We
All right,
are
brother.
still here. We're saying goodbye to Jason. Jason, I know you'll be in touch. You know how to reach me. Mr. Swat, as we head into the weekend, I know that your father will be joining you. And I know he has to be just so proud. I mean, and just, I can't wait to meet him, to be honest. I can't wait. It's weird. It's like all these people that are going, and I can't wait to meet your father. That kind of sums me up. It's like, I like to meet the real people. Not that the singers and the people that are playing are not, but what I mean by that is I like everybody in that room to be there for the right reasons and enjoy themselves and like come from a place of caring. And if you don't, walk away, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like we can exist in that way, and that's where music comes in. So music is a form of therapeutic. It is also a way to get across a message. Songwriting. I was just talking about that actually. We weren't sure tonight, Mr. Swat, if you were going to play us out or not. I do know, I do know because I've been talking to them that each show that we are doing right now in March, you do have somebody watching. So that's why we were like, where is Mr. Swat? He usually doesn't have a problem doing that, and I will get him to do that. So how are we doing, Swat? Are you able to?
Of course I am. I always come locked and loaded. And
Uh,
so I'm just give me a minute and I'll get all ready to rock and roll. But
you
it's
got
gonna
it.
be a great time. And I'm just kind of piggyback on what you're saying. Everybody there this weekend, in my opinion, we are all there for the right reasons. Whether you're in radio, whether like you said, you're in a broadcast, whether you're an artist or producer or record label, whatever. We all do it for the right reasons, I think. And, this weekend's all about, getting together. It's going to be a big family reunion. You're going to meet some new friends, hang out with some old friends, and, just it's going to be so fun. It's literally probably one of the funnest times. Um, you were mentioning my dad. For him, it's kind of like a mini vacation. He said it last year. He says, I get to kind of kick back, maybe have a drink or two, and just listen to some great music. So that's what I look forward to.
I
And
do too.
yeah, and you know what? This year I'm actually going to be able to participate in it as well, and that just makes it all the sweeter. So I really just want to say, Tracy, thank you so much. I owe you that. I know you don't want any other credit, but just for everybody out there, this lady right here, she does a lot, not just for me, but like I said, for other veterans. And you do it out of the kindness of your heart. You're not, like I said, you're not being paid. You're not doing it to, glorify yourself. You're doing it because that's who you are, and that's just your passion. And I mean, this lady right here, y'all, has one of the biggest hearts, and she is just one of those people. When she meets good people, she wants to help them. So I know I'm rambling on, but I just wanted to give
No,
credit where credit is due.
well, I do thank you for that. I do have a hard time if I see something I don't understand, not being able to help. While we do this, we are actively seeking sponsors. I do have to say there are so many people to thank while you're setting up SWAT. Multiple radio stations. Um, we have we're just grateful. I mean, we have some people out of Tennessee. Mr. Curtis, I won't say your last name. We have Phil Macy. Oh my goodness. I meant to bring y'all his picture with the Charlie Daniels band. We have everybody at Tootsie's. We have the Redneck Riviera folks. We have everybody kind of knows about this one, the situation with Dolly. Like I don't mind being called Backwoods Barbie because it's not what people think. It's about a song, and you come from you don't have money, right? So, and she just loved her makeup and all that. So we are grateful to multiple others here in Texas as well, both in Tennessee. We have a lot of people to thank. So it's really hard to try to give a list. So if you're watching us out there, we're grateful to you. We are thankful to you. And it is multiple stations. It is multiple people that podcast. I don't want to forget them. And it is an event that is going to come up, and it is the Global War on Terrorism. We are going to get that structure, a permanent structure built out of doing what we're doing. So that is what Mr. Big is looking for. And he's got a lot of stuff in the works. So I can't wait for that. I mean, to do that means a lot. We have the Woody Williams Gold Star families memorials that are structures built all over. There's one right near me. My son has a brick right there with it. And his little brother loves to just go play, and he skips around, and and the flags are there. And we had a situation recently where someone wanted to remove a statued brick there. And I can tell you, if you all saw the letter that a kid wrote and what it did as a family to us, and for people to be like that, there's no reason to do it. No reason at all. And there's still a situation that we're working on here in this area. So if anyone would like to reach out to us, let us know. That is why it's called Patriots Inside the Wire. Inside the Wire means save some. Patriots, we need you. We need you for multiple missions that we have. We have a lot of missions, not just one. We want to make sure this structure stays. We don't want anything torn down. This person has a lot of power, but I don't care. I mean, I don't know what else to say except right is right and wrong is wrong, right? So we are going to honor our fallen, and we are going to take care of our veterans, our first responders, our K-9, our border, our families, those heroes that were out there that were serving. Would I want my son back? Of course I would. More than any of all this, I'd give almost anything, but that can't happen. So what we can do is now do the right thing, and that right thing is to take care of each other. So thank you, Mr. Swat. Thank you to everyone out there. Get in touch with us. I do see all of your messages here, Brent. I want to make sure, and I am so happy. I just saw about you and your journalism and in being an independent journalist. I would love to talk to you. And I saw there with your disability advocate. I can't wait. So you know how to reach me. You can send me a DM. We are live right now on X. It's Patriot on Air. If you're listening on X right now, and that is where Brent is at, I believe, right, Brent? You are. Thank you. Now we have Mr. John Swat. Is it Red Mexico? What are you playing here, Swat?
Well, it's up to you. I know I've played it for you before, but hey, I'm going to let you call it this time. Whatever you
I
want.
can tell you the number one song that I am not, they won't leave me alone about is that one.
All right. Well, then I'll
That's your
tell you what.
song.
We're gonna take you out on Red Mexico, and those of y'all, if y'all are in town in Arlington this weekend, you might just be able to hear it live if you join us there at Texas Live, of course. Once again, big shout out to Miss Tracy here. She's awesome. Everybody out there, thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate all the support y'all are giving all of us. And, like Miss Tracy said, we need all the help we can get. So if you, feel it in your heart, you want to step up and sponsor, us in this broadcast, just reach out to, like Jason was saying, info at patriotsinsidethewire.com, and just you're more welcome to reach out. I know Tracy here is really good about responding to that, and we want to make y'all a part of this. Like she
Let
said, it's a
me
team effort.
let me preface something here. The weekend's event, the music, radio, and awards section, is not open to the public, so that area you can't just show up. Now
It
there
will be
is
it
an
will be hosted live
after.
though.
Yes, sir. It will be an after party that will happen, and it's going to be on a Monday. So, if you're as the Rangers are playing, that part now you can find us there. So, if you're out and about, SWAT is correct. You could find us, and you don't know who you're going to be standing next to. The other part of the event is it's a closed event to multiple different areas. So, but we're going to bring you the information. We'll broadcast. We'll get you things. Stay tuned to Patriots Inside the Wire because we're going to make sure to bring it to you. But like Swat said, you could have a chance to bump into us if you decide to get out to the after party. And whatever after party means to you may not mean that to me. So it means we're somewhere after the awards. That's what we're doing. So take it away, Swat.
All right. Thank you for correcting me there. All right, y'all. Well, per request, this is Red Mexico. I wanna take you on a trip, head to Cabo, take a dip south of the border, but I can't afford her. Luckily, I know a spot right next to a used car lot where there's a cantina, 2 for $1 margaritas. The mariachi band sings, ay, 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 ay. We sing along, second left past the Texaco. Every night, Cinco de Mayo, they pour Modelo up extra cold. Down here in Red Mexico, me and Mama, we amigos. Good old gringos getting loco on some barbecue and nachos, lemonade and Cuervo here in Red Mexico. That senorita at the bar, sipping from a mason jars, the whole enchilada. She'd probably say nada. I've been working on my Espanol, que pasa, baby, te llamo. She starts laughing, we start dancing, and the mariachi band sings, ay, 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 ay. We sing along, second left past the Texaco. Every night, Cinco de Mayo, they pour Modelo up extra cold. Down here in Red Mexico, and me and Mama, we amigos. Good old gringos getting loco on some barbecue and nachos, lemonade and Cuervo here in Mexico. Hear me and my Maria, Maria goes. Good old gringos getting loco on some barbecue and nachos, lemonade and Cuervo here in Red Mexico. Y'all come by now and adios from here in Red Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Red
Oh,
Mexico.
thank y'all so much.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, little tip here, Swat, when you jump up, and I'm already talking to the individual, I see your message there, Brent. We definitely will. You know how to reach me. I'll look. But I'll be giving him a call again tomorrow just to say, yes, I was right. You definitely should play that. Like, I think, by the time we get everybody in the room, like maybe play a couple of others. But once we get certain people, well, to be honest with you, like Pat Green and all the people that are really being honored like that, usually make their way already over to that area. So that's kind of like the trick in the book that I used to know working for these different companies was don't hang out over there. They'll already be over there. So you might be over there setting up and getting ready to play. And guess what? You're probably going to be right next to, you never know. So, but I want to make sure that everybody hears Red Mexico. So,
It's definitely on the list. Absolutely.
yeah. I'd like to see you get 3 good songs in there. And that's what I'm going to let him know. So, we're going to get you up there in that corner and get you going. Again, they are honoring Mr. Pat Green. I don't know what to say to you if you don't know who he is. Except
Just look him up.
you
Just look him
look
up.
at Google. It's to me a legend. So I love music. That's why I use that word. I've had people all week talk about picks for the NBA March Madness, right? So you got Houston going, you've got Creighton. Yes, I know about this stuff. And then, I did my brackets, but we've got Rosie the Riveter for DC happening. I'll get on next week after we get the radio and music awards going. We do have our ticket that was officially given to, I will be attending at the White House, the Congressional Medal of Honor. Again, happy birthday to Mrs. May Cryer, Rosie the Riveter. We will be showing up for the Congressional Gold Medal and other things there in DC. So, Swat, you might have to hold it down for a little bit when I'm gone. That is in mid-April. Won't give away exact dates, but when we get back, we will do a lot of information for you. We will give you clips of what happened at the awards, and we will tell you some stories. So you should tune in and find out what happened at the Radio and Music Awards as we attended, because I guarantee there's going to be a story. And watch for us to put out something live as well. Thanks for joining us here on Patriots Inside the Wire. Thank you so much, Mr. Swat, for coming in and never being afraid to pick up, locked and loaded that guitar and just ready to go. I mean, it makes a difference, literally. So thank you so much for that. We're going to play our outro here. That is Mr. Two Step right here. None of this would be possible if he had not done what he did, and that was swear that oath on foreign and domestic. I have to emphasize domestic because of what happened to him. We'll show this to you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of Patriots Inside the Wire, hosted by Gold Star Mom, Tracy Two Step. Help us broaden our reach. Like, subscribe, and share.
And there you have it. Two Step, my son. So yes, I can't wait to Two Step. I can't wait to toast. I will be doing that this weekend. I will be on vacation with Swat's father. We will be at the Radio and Music Awards, and I cannot wait. So good night to everyone out there. Good night, SWAT. Patriots Inside the Wire. Stay tuned. Watch for the stories that are coming. Goodbye.